Have you watched much of the Charlotte Hornets these past few seasons? If not, you might not be aware of Mark Williams. Before a back injury limited him to just 19 games this past season, the 22-year-old was on the verge of a breakout campaign and showed a lot of intriguing skills on both ends of the floor. I'm going to take a deeper dive into Williams' game to show how he figures to make an impact for a Hornets team that could surprise this upcoming season. One interesting thing about Williams' game this past season is that as a 7-footer, he was very effective scoring in transition, where he ranked in the 95th percentile. Here's an example where the Hornets recover the loose ball for a turnover. They'll look at Williams once Brandon Miller establishes possession of the ball. He's already running the other way. By the time Miller is pushing the ball down the floor, Williams now has a few steps on the opposing center running down court. Miller realizes this, and it leads to an easy dunk. The two primary pieces of the Hornets' core are Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. While Williams didn't get to play much with him due to injury, the trio performed very well when sharing the floor. The Hornets outscored opponents by nearly 5.5 points per 100 possessions when the trio shared the floor together. Williams also has the ability to help them offensively in various ways. Here the Hornets run left side pick and roll. Though as Williams sets the screen on Drew Holiday, look at the space he creates. LaMelo Ball then snakes around the screen and gets the switch against Kristaps Porzingis. Though as Ball pulls up here, you might think he's about to attempt a floater. However, this is where Ball's creativity is showcased. Williams is still rolling to the rim where he has the size advantage on Holiday, and Ball finds him for what leads to a dunk. Now in the same game, the Hornets get in the high pick and roll quickly. Though again, look at the space Williams creates for Ball setting the screen here. By the time Jaylen Brown gets around it, LaMelo's already getting into his shot, and Kristaps Porzingis had little time to react. It doesn't show in the box score, but Williams' screen here helped lead to a basket. It was a small sample, but Williams also had a few intriguing passing flashes this past season. Here the Hornets run a quick pick and roll after the initial handoff. Williams rolls quickly towards the basket, and after the catch has two Knicks defenders on him in the paint. That means someone's going to be open. Williams finds an open teammate in the left corner who knocks down the three. For someone who wasn't asked to create a ton of offense for others, Williams' decisiveness on these passes as a roll man were impressive, and it could be something the new coaching staff incorporates more this upcoming season. With a 7'7" wingspan, Williams has a massive catch radius that not surprisingly makes him a dangerous lob threat, though this also helps with offensive rebounding. Williams averaged 4 offensive rebounds per game before his season was cut short, and it created opportunities for both himself and teammates. Here LaMelo Ball misses the driving layup, but Williams grabs the offensive board. Williams now has two Celtics surrounding him, but look at the attention he has as he's about to pass the ball back out to the perimeter. Now when Brandon Miller has the ball, the defense is scrambling, and he takes advantage, pulling up for a wide-open mid-range jumper. Williams also showed he's capable of making a defensive impact when he's on the floor. Here's an instance where Williams is defending in pick and roll, though he's in a tough spot. As PJ Washington works back to defend Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo is cutting from the right baseline, while Mitchell Robinson rolls to the basket. Randle initially looks for DiVincenzo, but Williams rotates over to cut off a potential pass, though this leads to an open Robinson, who Randle does pass to. Despite that, Williams rotates quickly and blocks the potential dunk. For his size, Williams also shows some ability to hold his own defending smaller opponents in space. The Celtics run pick and roll here, and get Drew Holiday switched on to Williams for what they think is a mismatch. Holiday tries to create space driving downhill, but is unable to do so. Eventually, as Holiday works his way to the basket, Williams displays quick hands and pokes the ball free for a steal. There are also instances where Williams' mix of anticipation and length altered passing or driving lanes and led to turnovers. So what should we expect from Williams in year 3? I think averaging a double-double while scoring 13 to 15 points a game is very plausible. Like Williams, LaMelo Ball missed a lot of time last year, and Ball's ability to create out of pick and roll should lead to a lot of easy baskets for Williams. On top of that, Williams primarily shoots around the rim, but has shown some touch where he could expand his game in the future. Given the impact he also makes on the defensive end, there's a lot to be excited about for the Hornets' future, and it wouldn't be surprising if Williams played a big role in them exceeding expectations this upcoming season. If you made it this far, thank you, and if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest basketball analysis.